We have an amber warning zone across western Scotland, gusts here 70 to 80 miles an hour.
Storms that had hit us in previous weeks had caused us some costly damage. Once they'd subdued, it gave us a chance to bag a summit camp that we wanted to do for some time. We'd now filed our way down to the northwestern realms of Scotland. With the autumn leaves in full bloom, we found ourselves in this stunning lochside park-up.
Give me some of that. 999, 1,000. Flipping heck. I nearly went off the edge there. I can't not pick up the camera in such a beautiful location like this, you know what I mean? Now, the plan for tonight was that we were going to bounce out to one of these islands over there. The only problem we've got is that it's a little bit late in the day. And the problem with that is that it's a 3-mile paddle to the islands that we want to get out to. Why is that a problem? It's about 14:30, 2:30 in the afternoon. So, yeah, the weather's good for it. But by the time we've paddled 3 miles, we've still got to get the boat off, we've got to get the gear packed. It's not going to work. So I'm going to get some stuff sorted on the van today. I need to sort out, if you remember back to a couple of weeks ago, I lost the solar panels. There was a storm, it ripped them off, 70-mile-an-hour winds, and since then, I didn't patch up the existing cables that were on the roof. I wrapped a bag around them and hoped for the best. In doing so, I didn't actually plug them into anything. So now I think there's like a bit of an open circuit. Said open circuit is bagged up so no water gets into it. Whether that's worked, I don't know. But I'm gonna get on the roof and check it out because there's a little bit of electrical dramas going on in the van. The fridge will kick in, the lights drop, a little bit of a power surge situation we've got going on. And nobody likes a power struggle, so I'm gonna have a look at that, see if I can probably disconnect the final 100 watt of solar panel. I've got a bulb gone and some other bits, but before I waffle on too much, let's have a look at this scenery. You don't need to hear me in the background.
After checking out our new garden, it was time to make the camp feel a little more homely. With the chairs out, it was time to start ticking away on this list of jobs.
Bex?
Yeah.
Did you leave my Allen keys with your bike?
No.
Bex?
That's a me.
Where are my Torx Allens?
They're in Kyrgyzstan.
You're in so much shit. Oh, I don't need these on anymore because it's slipping, not even sunny. Right, okay. What's the next job? I need to do this solar thing, so let's sort that out. You're in the bad books, girl. Do you know that?
Without the necessary equipment to now change the bulb, I set off on the next task. First was further securing and waterproofing the electric system on the roof, followed by removing the canoe, getting it ready and down for tomorrow's adventure. Then completing the electrics job from earlier, on the inside this time.
Probably how mild it is today.
Oh, yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, it's like 16 degrees. And this wraps on the turn.
Really?
Yeah, it's a bit like
Yeah, they all
cardboard.
work. Someone left. Tag it over.
After enjoying our dinner in a strangely mild temperature for Scotland this time of year, the chairs went away. So did we. The washing up got done. And we hit the hay for the night, ready for the next day's adventure. After enjoying a morning brew and getting all the gear squared, it was time to get the boat in the water. followed by the gear.
I can't begin to explain how nice it is to be back out on the boat again, and together as well. It's nice, isn't it? Stunning. There's stuff out here, but what a beautiful day. It don't feel like November, does it?
No, it's lovely.
Stunning. The scenery's just flipping heck. Right, I'm gonna carry on paddling before I get a paddle to the back of my head. Canoed in, fire's going, good as gold. We're laughing. And to make things better, steady on, I've got a free crate of Scottish beer. But I'm not going to be selfish with it, because you can get yourself a free crate of Scottish beer. My friends over at Beer 52 are offering you a free crate. All you've got to do is head over to
www.beer52.com/Jake.
and if you cover the postage of £5.95, they will send you 8 beers for free. Now, what's that? I'm not very good at maths, but 8 beers for £5.95, that's less than £1 a beer, and they're all craft, and this month they're all from Scotland, so no better place to talk about them but on this lockside in Bonnie, Scotland. Beer 52 are the UK's #1 leading beer club. Now, every month they visit a new county/region. They bounce around and exclusively curate their own individual boxes for that place. Bring them all together, box them, ship them out to you monthly. But anyway, enough of all that pish. Let's have a delve into the box, because I've got a load of different ones here. And first being, boys, I'm not going to lie to you, yeah? I've had to get the fire set up. Bex has done most of it, to be fair. But I've had to get the fire set up. We've canoed here. I've been wanting to get a beer open for ages. But I'm just going to open this one straight off the bat, because I'm thirsty, man. And this is the, ladies and gentlemen, we are floating in haze. And it's a hazy pale ale. Soft, hazy, vibesy. Check that out. I'd love to pour that into a glass for you, but we're out in the wilderness here, boys and girls, and that's a 4.5% volumer, which I'm gonna have a go on. I'm a fan of that. That's fresh. And what's it saying? Flow untethered on this refreshing IPA packed with soft pine and citrus. I'm definitely getting smashed in the face with the citrus. And that's from 71 Brewery. That's good. And the moon's just peeked over the hill. Should tell you in here what the sketch is with this one, actually. There's a magazine style thing inside that tells you about the Scottish beers that we've got this month. And it's called Ferment. Beer, Culture and Adventures in Craft Alcohol. Issue 109. Just talking about all the local craft, well, basically the craft ones that you've got across Scotland. If you don't like dark beers, then you can make a selection on the website that you want to opt for a lighter beer. And they'll send you a pack that's all just light beers with no porters and dark ones and stuff like that. But I personally love them. What we've got there? A Galapo and a raspberry and lemon rose lager. Some mad stuff in there, to be fair, and I'm looking forward to smashing through them. But yeah, if you also snacky bits and that in the bottom. So don't go hungry, even if you are necking a few. Like I said before, you can go and check them out at www.beer52, that's beer52.com/Jake. Ah, my eyes from the smoke. And you can claim your free box of 8 beers. So yeah, all sweet, man. And if that's not good enough for you, you can cancel it or pause it at any time. Let's enjoy the fire, and let's enjoy these. Fire's roaring, jet ball's just doing its thing now, boiling its tea hats off, ready for tonight's grub.
We woke up under the tarp on one of the most beautiful islands I'd ever visited. The first port of call was coffee. Scooping water up straight from the loch, making coffee on a beach like this, under this sunrise. These are the mornings I live for. This island wasn't the same as the others. It differed in the trees that it had from the other islands surrounding it. They were all covered in Scots pine and low-level foliage. This one towered above the rest with old oak and holly trees. Amongst the graves dating back as far as 1888, I soon discovered something even more crazy. A collection of old pennies dating back as far as 1897. Placed into the surface of this tree by weary travellers over 100 years ago.
1897.
That's crazy. I wonder which penny she put in. Queen Victoria. Came here and put a penny in. Yeah, she started this.
Queen Victoria.
Yeah.
And ever since, people have been putting pennies in. This one's 1939, the year that start of the Second World War. Just found this little note, and it's what someone's left to show that this place was visited here once by Queen Victoria. God save the King, and a small remembrance on the visit of Her Majesty's visit in 1877.
Oh, how it must have been to make that good trek, to scale the hills and the rocks of the northwest, to pass the hamlets of York, and for her to finally, the Queen of Europe, to reach those blessed shores.
And I wasn't expecting there to be so much history on here. Like I mentioned before, it's quite an island when you're paddling down the loch, because you see, I've just noticed actually there's a load more coins placed into this Scots pine here. When you're paddling down the loch, you see these islands, and everyone but this one is covered in Scots pine, and this one's got an array of holly and English oak. And just to think that people are buried here, and people have placed these pennies into the logs of this tree that was once standing over 100 years ago, over 140 years ago in some cases. It's crazy.
And so, like every other weary traveller, our time here came to an end. Until next time. And it was back home, to luxury and conveniences. Sometimes it's lovely to take yourself out and away from it, to really appreciate what you have. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next week.